3 keys to keep caregiving longer and avoid burnout. All right, let's go ahead and get into it. So for today, we're going to cover these things. I'm going to give you a little short, quick introduction on myself. I'm going to give you those 3 keys. I want to talk to you real briefly about the problem, like why these 3 keys aren't always achievable. And then I'm going to give you a solution, some ultimate support and true connection solution. All right. So are we ready for this? Let's go. All right. So permission to share my heart with you. I want to tell you briefly a little bit about myself. My name is Bethany Ratcliffe, and that's me pictured there with 4 of my 5 dogs. My dad, who I am the primary caregiver for and have been for the past 20 years, and then my husband, Joe. Before I started caregiving, or kind of in conjunction with becoming a family caregiver, I did go to school and get my degree in massage therapy. I do love all of the natural health and wellness. I think it just really partners well with being a caregiver because it's a great tool set and it's all about working on being calm and reducing stress. So I love that stuff. I also have some certifications in aromatherapy and herbology. In 2011, I started my own home care agency. I saw the need. We needed more caregivers, better caregivers, and I went through all the licensing and all of that to start my home care agency. It's called Holistic Home Care of Maine. So we provide care to our elderly and disabled community members, help them stay home where we believe that they can really thrive. We help them do that safely. So caregiving is definitely my heart. It's what I'm all about. And also for my free time, what I like to do is get down to the beach. So we don't live too far from the ocean and I absolutely love it. It's like a place to fill up my cup. But yeah, I also started in 2020, about-ish, I think, the Caregiver Tribe. So this is our space on Facebook where we recognize and honor all caregivers, both professional and family, because like myself, I work out of both of these circles. And so I see that there's a need to recognize and honor all caregivers. And the Caregiver Tribe has been a really fun place on Facebook, a real supportive place. And I absolutely love all of our community members and really the engagement that we have there. It's really, really cool. So check it out if you're not a part of it. Would love to have you be part of it. Caregiver Tribe also has lent itself into forming this inner circle, which is a really special space that allows for ultimate support. And I'm going to tell you more about that later on. But now I think we need to get into those 3 keys, right? I think that's what we need to do. All right. So here we are. Key number 1. And I just have to point it out. My cat is hanging out with me today. That's Lucy. She's very interested in this. All right. Key number 1 is organization. So you got to have all your documents in a row. The ones that I think you should really consider, like the heavy kind of hitters here that you should have done or think about getting done, is your power of attorney, your advance directive, plan of care, estate plan, and financial plan. So this is all directed around the person that you're caring for. You want to make sure that they have all of these taken care of. And then some other things to consider are your medication list, vital sign tracker, daily care task sheet, and your medical face sheet. And I actually have all of these documents in the lighter for you, already done for you, that you can grab. Those are inside of my confident and organized caregiver checklist. So you'll have you'll have the opportunity to access that and download it and have all those tasks, all of these pieces of documents, you'll have this all taken care of. So you can check that right off your list. Key number 1 is organization. Key number 2 is skill set. Knowing and identifying what care needs to be done on a daily basis and a weekly basis. How to do each of those care tasks, making sure you're feeling confident in them, that you feel like you've got it. And where to keep learning as those care needs might be changing. As things change with your person, you may also need to learn some new skill set. And so the question becomes, where am I going to learn that? How am I going to navigate that? Where am I going to figure that out, right? Key number 3 is mindset and stress management. Continually and consistently practicing this. It can be hard, I know, and it's hard to know where to even start. I get it, but deep down, you probably are like, yeah, I need to do this, but how, right? Okay, we're going to get into all of this. We're going to get into some. All right, so I want to share just a few little facts here with you. Currently, there are 40 million family caregivers in the United States. Of those, 66% report feeling stressed, burnt out, and all the sub effects of that, which are physical, mental, and emotional, along with the unhealthy coping mechanisms that we sometimes maybe seek as a way to find some balance, to just kind of reduce the stress, right? Okay. And do you know the number one reason why caregivers give up? Why they, and I know because I've been there. I had a time where I was like, can I do this, right? Can I keep going? It was like my heart and my gut wanted to, but my mind was like, how do I keep going? This is like, and if you're a caregiver, you know, right? So the number one reason why caregivers give up is they feel overwhelmed, right? So that goes back to that mindset piece and stress management. They got a lack of skill set. They're not sure. They're not sure how to get their loved one to do toileting, to do bathing, how to transfer their loved one. They're not sure how to help their loved one get out in the community. There's a lack of skill set. And then there's also a lack of organization, and that all of this just leads to overwhelm, right? I get it. Like I said, I've been there, and I'm really thankful that I decided to continue. It was hard. Like I feel like I hit like a rock bottom. This was like probably 14 years ago or so, and I was just unsure of my abilities and if I could do this. And I got centered, figured it out, did a lot of praying, and know that it really came down to what we're talking about here, these 3 keys, and getting these super dialed in to keep going, to caregive longer and avoid burnout. All right. So here's a no judgment zone for you. I have seen this over and over. Family caregivers who are all in and they want to be there for their loved one, but they don't have these 3 keys dialed in. It leads to burnout and often placement. Necessary, whether it's necessary or unnecessary. I have seen this so many times within my home care agency where families are like, we want to keep you home. And why I say no judgment is because every caregiver situation is so different. And also the needs of your person, your care recipient, are so different. And it really does come down to safety and safety supervision. If they're having all their socialization needs met, all these needs need to be met, right? To help somebody be able to stay at home safely. And so when those aren't being met, you do sometimes need to look at placement in a facility. And oftentimes, though, and I understand sometimes it is completely appropriate. It is. I've helped families through those discussions of navigating and taking an inventory and figuring out if it was time or not. 99% of the time, families do not want to place a loved one in a nursing home for whatever reason it may be. Maybe it's a commitment they made to themselves or to their loved one. And 99% of the time, they don't want to do it. And it happens. And I'm telling you, because of being in the home with these people, I've seen it. It's like, if we could just make this one tweak, if we could just work on one of these one areas, and usually it comes down to organization and skill set. Sometimes it's the stress, but it's usually organization and skill set. If we could really just work on this, we could fix this and your loved one could stay home. So I have seen this over and over and over again. And this is what has called me really to step into this whole caregiver tribe space and the inner circle space to really support family caregivers, to help them, to show them how to keep doing this longer. Okay. Because I know your heart is in it. And I know that. So, all right. Part of what shakes down too, is this navigational dilemma. People get lost in getting resources and the help that they need. They spend hours on the phone, on Google, on YouTube, and maybe they glean some info, but usually are left with questions not fully answered and time lost. Here comes that overwhelm again. Some quick stats for you. Caregivers, 66% are feeling stressed, 76% are seeking support, and caregivers spend 13 hours per month just researching how to improve their situation, whether it is working on what are the documents I need, or do I need an elder attorney, or maybe I need some support, some therapy, maybe I need to just have everything organized, or I don't know how to use a Hoyer lift, right? So, or how to give a bed bath. They spend 13 hours per month researching these things. I think we can improve this. I think together we can improve it. As I see it from where I sit, there's 3 paths that you can take. Path 1, if any of this resonates with you, right? If any of this is like, I think that's me. I think that I need support. I think I'm stressed. Any of those areas speak to you. It doesn't have to be all of them, but any of them. Then I would take a look here at this and figure out which path to take. Path 1 is keep on keeping on. Hope things get better, work themselves out. Path number 2 is keep researching, digging in Facebook groups for knowledge, maybe take a caregiver course, who knows? And path number 3 is move forward effectively and positively. So I like path 3. Personally, I want to be effective with my time, with everything that I'm doing, and I want it to be in a positive, uplifted way. So in order to keep caregiving longer and keep away from burnout, we have to keep working these key principles daily. Maybe not all of them every day, but at least one of them a day. Organization, stress management and mindset, and your skill set. But how, right? Where? I got to do some more researching on this? What about my time and my energy? Okay. Here comes the solution. I've talked to you a little bit about Inner Circle, and now I'm going to give you some more information on it. Would that be okay? I would love for you to tune into this because I really do think that it might be transformative for you and your caregiver journey. It's an ultimate support club for caregivers. A little bit more about it. One place, all your needs and support for your entire caregiver journey meet here. This is all virtual too, so it makes it very, very, very accessible to caregivers. Live gatherings are each month with experts and a focus on support and moving forward, focusing again on those 3 keys. So we do have group therapy. I have a resident therapist who meets with us the 3rd Thursday of every month. This will be moving to twice a month as our Inner Circle grows. Okay. And she really helps us to work on the things that we need to be working on with stress, with anxiety, family dynamics, and beyond. Caregiver organization. What we do inside of this is we make a plan of care for taking care of your person. We go through everything that it takes for if you want to start hiring caregivers, what that looks like from an application to daily care task sheets and beyond. There is like all kinds of all the organization you need is in there. We have a skills clinic. So once a month, you will have the opportunity to join in on the skills clinic. And this is where we cover a skill. We go over it from beginning to end. And this might be something that you are wanting to improve, like bed mobility or doing exercises or toileting, anything. We're going to go through it and it will help you to either learn how to do it or maybe even learn some ways to do it a little bit easier for yourself. And then we also bring in experts that are going to come in and be available to you to answer your questions and to help you wherever you're needing help. They're going to be there just for you. I'd like to share with you what makes Inner Circle different from maybe any other sort of caregiver program out there, because I've spent a couple years putting this together. And so I've done the research. I've thought about ways of presenting the information, because for me, after, I've been a caregiver for 20 years. I've had my own home care agency for going on 12 years. So I've kind of been in this space for a while, and I love this space and I love caregivers, and I want to get this information out to as many as I can to help them. So I thought about how to do it, and it's definitely not a go it alone course, right? Because we're needing support and we're needing connection. So we're not going to get that if we're just sitting down on our phone or a tablet and like going through a course. That's not going to happen that way. So it's not going to be in that format. It's not just listening to interviews. I don't need to listen to two people talking and try to glean some information that way. I need my questions answered on topics that I need help with. And maybe I don't even know all the topics I need help with because I'm busy being a caregiver, right? But I know there's some missing pieces here. So relevant topics and a space for your questions to be answered. Your questions. Access to support and people you need for this journey. And it's extremely affordable and accessible, extremely. This is professionally run. Information and guidance from experts in their respected fields gives you the right info to move forward, respecting that you are the expert on your person, right? We're going to let them be the expert in their field of elder law, estate planning. I'm going to teach you how to hire caregivers. We've got navigating Medicaid, Medicare, the stress and anxiety management, mindset workshop, plan of care workshop. But when it comes to your person, you're the expert, and we're just here to help you and help you along the journey in a positive way. But what if I can't make it live, right? All the gatherings are recorded and they're uploaded to a membership platform that you have access to, and also inside of a Facebook group. If you do have questions for the expert, you will be given the opportunity to submit your question before we meet, and you can also you'll be able to watch the replay and to get your answer. So I will ask the expert your question for you, and it can be anonymously done. And then you can watch the replay to get your answer. So if you can't make it live, no worries. So who's this for? Who is Inner Circle for? Inner Circle is for self-employed caregivers. So professional caregivers, if you're working for an agency, you should be receiving support from your agency. And if you're needing more support in one of these key areas we talked about today, I do want to hear from you because I have a solution for you too. But the information that is provided here, please consider passing this along to your clients and your families. Okay. But self-employed caregivers, this would be a great space for you because maybe you're needing the support. Maybe you want to know how to make a plan of care for the people that you take care of. Maybe you have some dynamic work that you need to navigate and help with that. So this would be appropriate for you. And then, of course, our family caregivers. This really is this is really for you, okay? If you're caring for a loved one or a friend or preparing for a potential caregiving journey, then this is for you. In summary, inside of Inner Circle, Caregiver Tribe's Inner Circle membership, you get up to 5 live gatherings per month with replay available and space for your questions. Access to experts to help you move forward positively, and ultimate support and true connection. All right, so you're probably like, all right, so how much is this? How much is this membership? Well, let's take a look at what we would be spending and just like a cost comparison. So one therapy session, which we're going to have 2 per month, we're going to be growing to that, but one therapy session is $100 per hour. I did make this course called the Confident Organized Caregiver course. And so it is part of this membership. However, I teach you the course live. So it's not something that you go it alone. Once again, it's taught live, but that is inside of this course. And that does have a $200 inside this membership. And that has a $297 value attached to it. Access to an expert is $100 an hour plus skills training, $100 per hour. And then we do have support groups. So those are groups where we meet on Zoom and we kind of laugh together, we troubleshoot together, we vent together, and just kind of listen and be there for one another. So that is just kind of like a bonus piece to this membership, the support groups. Access to all your info on your membership site. So you get a whole site that you can log into and everything is there. Replays are all there. Or you can also access everything inside of a secret Facebook group. So 2 places where the information is stored and that is kept organized for you. This is over $500 in value each month. Isn't that crazy? Oh my gosh. All right. So the membership price is $19 per month. $19 per month. And that gives you access to all of these live gatherings and the support and the right experts for you to help you during this caregiving journey. All right. So because you are with me and took the time to watch this and be here, I do have something special to share with you. All right. For the next 48 hours, if you decide that Inner Circle is something you would like to join, you would be joining at just $9 per month. This is a locked-in rate, so your price will never go up. And of course, you can cancel anytime. But what I love about this in the next 48 hours, $9 per month, is that when the price of Inner Circle goes up, and it will be going up, your price won't. It will always be $9 per month. So that's my gift to you for watching this. I hope that talking about those 3 keys to avoiding burnout really kind of opened your mind to some possibilities, and the possibility that things can maybe be a little bit brighter and a little bit better, and that you'll consider joining us inside of Inner Circle. This is an example of what our schedule looked like for January. We had our Plan of Care workshop, 2 days. We had a support group therapy, and then our caregiver skills training. And everything is, the schedule gets emailed out to all of our members. It also gets put in the Facebook group, and then you get reminder emails and that space to ask your questions if you can't attend live. And I just want to make sure that I say it one more time because it's so good. Join in the next 48 hours for that exclusive pricing, okay? All right, I can't wait to welcome you into Inner Circle, this ultimate support group for caregivers. So I'm so excited. I can't wait to see you there and all the awesome support that will be coming your way. All right, thank you so much for being here. Take care.